Hello there, and welcome back to the channel. So, let's look at two more beers from the BuquiBichi range. Both are 6% alcohols, so I'm doing them in stages. The next two are a little higher, but we're going to kick off with the Oktoberfest, which is a Marzen beer, very much in the German style, and as I say, 6% lager. And the other is actually a stout, a coffee stout. And I've tried one or two of these from Colombo, I think it was. Yeah. I hope there's not too much coffee, as I have an allergy to coffee. And this also is a 6%. So when you look at what BuquiBichi produce, they do cover all the bases. They have an incredible range. I really like this range of beers. I love this brewery. Yeah. And I love the fun part to the labels too. So let's try the Oktoberfest beer, a Marzen, as I've mentioned. And normally I'm using my goblet, but I thought, well, if you're in an Oktoberfest, you would really have this style of glass, wouldn't you? And this is one that came with the Talega brewery. 3 of those beers I enjoyed for Halloween, but let's try this with the Marzen. Because really, this is the kind of glass you would have at the Oktoberfest. Although, yeah, a litre size is probably what you would get in Munich. So, there we are. Let's pour. There's something about this glass which kind of gives you a lovely Oktoberfest style. I think the beer as well is very much in the German style, so you get this wonderful head. Isn't that a fun glass from Talega? I do like this. It's another of those fun breweries, the way they approach beer that I love. So, let's try out the Marzen. It's bloody heavy glass. This is definitely a glass to use in hand-to-hand combat, I think. That is lovely and malty. That has a lovely, lovely mouthfeel. It's so malty. It's not overly hoppy, but it is so nice. And I love the way that they've put their cans into the Bavarian coloration. Lovely label. Yeah, you can tell this is a 6%. It has that kind of thickness. Would you call it thickness? Body. It certainly has that feel of... Now this is a strong beer. Sadly, the head disappears a little quickly. Yeah, there's a good dryness to the hops. And a sweetness to the malt as well. As I say, it's very malty. with that sweetness that you get from a Marzen. And Marzen, of course, is always first tapped during the Oktoberfest in Munich. That is very nice indeed. And again, the ingredients are just malted barley, hops, water, and yeast. I love BuquiBichi. This is the first time I've come across this brewery. And I don't know why I was kind of drawn to this. Probably the name. I think the name of this brewery kind of got me thinking, this sounds an interesting place. And as it says, hechas con un chingo de enjada. I'm probably pronouncing it rather badly, but really, made with absolute care and attention. It is nice. It's very smooth. I mean, that's gorgeous. But, whoops. I mean, this size glass is probably a good one for the majority of people. But when you get to Munich, size changes. So, as I mentioned moments ago, size changes when you get to Munich. And I'm a very avid collector of very nice cans, bottles, etc. I'm an odd person. And this is a Paulaner Oktoberfest beer. This is a litre-sized can, which I picked up at Lupolo store, a place that I used to love going to. Well, they've since moved to San Pedro. But whereas this is the Calavera size glass, this is a Paulaner glass. That is a litre-sized glass. Ooh, oh, there you are. Another burp for your money. As always, every video has a good burp in it. Yes, so... Sorry, my beer mat dropped. But, yes, I mean, this is what I would consider being a good-sized glass. But I can't imagine drinking this much of the Oktoberfest beer in this size glass. And that would be like, what, 3 cans? Probably. Blimey. I would probably be under the table after 3 glasses of this stuff. And it is a wonderful beer. It really have got the style, the German style of Marzen and the Oktoberfest beer to a T. It is rather good. So, this is the next one, Talega. I love the way that BuquiBichi have kind of separated things into syllables. Talega. They did the same with Terra as well. It must be for the American market, for those people who have a slight disadvantage when pronouncing Spanish words. But it's, as I've mentioned earlier, it's a coffee stout. And also 6%. It's been chilling a little while, as you really should chill a good stout. Well, Guinness always comes rather cold. Yes, it pours very well. I mean, look at that darkness. And off the bat, you get this incredible coffee aroma. I may not be a drinker of coffee, but I do know the aroma. It is like you would probably get in a coffee shop. It's such an incredibly intense coffee aroma. I mean, it is absolutely black as night, and a lovely head. As I say, I'm not a coffee drinker, but this is probably like mixing an espresso with alcohol. But there's a chocolatiness as well. It's not just coffee. You never get a very strong hot note with a stout. It's very much malt that defines a good stout, or even a porter. Wow, that is so incredible. I'm glad I decided to have the Oktoberfest first before this. I had this idea that the Talega was going to be a very strong flavour. If I had this first, I just wouldn't have enjoyed the Oktoberfest. Oh, there's so much going on. Here, and everywhere, and the mouth is just... Pardon me. Ooh. You're lucky you have 2 burps per this video. There's so much flavour. I don't know which coffee they use. Maybe it's certainly not Nescafe, but it must be a local one. Maybe it's Cielo, the famous Mexican coffee company. But as I say, it's not just coffee going on in there. There's a slight chocolatiness. And so, we have to have some casip with this. I wonder how these are going to go. I have a feeling that the two will marry very well. Look at that lovely chocolate. And it has little little pieces of cacao. As you can tell from my reaction, it is such good chocolate. But now I have this chocolate aroma filling my mouth. How will the beer go with it? Actually, there was that bitterness in the beginning. But with the chocolate, you get this incredible balance. The chocolate takes away that bitterness of the stout. And the two kind of come together and just create this lovely balance. That was a nice combination. But that was chocolate before the beer. How about the beer first and then the chocolate? Let's go for that. So. When you bring in the flavor, you get a fruitiness. A very fruital note. A little appley. But, sorry, my reaction there, trying to break the chocolate as it's so firm. Yes, you get so many notes coming from that stout. Yeah. A little bit of stout, a bit of chocolate, a little bit of stout. That is gorgeous. That really goes together so well. I love this, going on to the chocolate, I love the fact that this chocolate just melts in a very, very slow way. And this beer just brings together so many flavors. And the chocolate brings through the flavors of the stout as well. Really, I think this is the best of the stouts that I've tried. In one of the other videos, rather, I tried the Minerva Stout, which was a good one. And previously I tried a Ticus from Colima, which was also an excellent stout. But this one, this is a totally different level. This is, you just can't describe it. There are so many superlatives and other words that you could kind of link to this beer. It is just gorgeous. That is the superlative that I would give it. So, how would I grade these beers? I mean, the Oktoberfest was a gorgeous beer, and I would give that a 8.5 to a 9 because I just loved it. It had all those things that I love about a beer. Especially on a day like today. This is like a nice winter ale. And it was simply wonderful. That I loved. But this is the first beer that I've given a 10. It is just fabulous. Despite it being coffee. If I can't sleep tonight, then I know the reason why. And should the tachycardia come into play, then I know what to blame. That was divine. So, wherever you are, enjoy a nice beer. Thanks very much. Cheers. And bye for now.